On Thursday night, small forward Cam Johnson was selected 11th overall by the Phoenix Suns in the 2019 NBA Draft, shocking many sports pundits and even his own teammate Kobe White.
He went what?
11th
Cam
in the
Johnson
draft.
11th.
Yep, it's right on the screen right there.
Wow.
Most analysts gave the Suns a C or a D grade for this pick, citing his low upside and previous injury history.
I'm focusing on the draft pick, Cam Johnson. And it was like 20 picks higher than Jonathan Givony from ESPN projected him.
But in reality, Johnson is a nice complement to the high-usage Devin Booker at small forward because of his lights-out shooting and above-average catch-and-shoot ability. He is 6'8" and can consistently hit contested jump shots, and is perhaps the best shooter from this year's draft. Johnson is also adept at moving without the ball, and while he can't create threes like JJ Redick, his height makes up for his poor mobility and leaping ability. As a Pittsburgh native, Cam was found somewhat randomly by then-Pitt coach Jamie Dixon during a pickup game with a bunch of 30-year-old guys. Dixon offered him a scholarship to play at Pitt, but 3 years later, with Dixon already coaching at TCU, Johnson transferred to North Carolina. In his final season at UNC, Johnson really showed off his bottomless range, shooting nearly 45% from beyond the arc on 5.8 attempts per game. He is also able to make quick cuts to the rim and use some of his size for offensive putbacks. For his size, Cam runs the floor pretty smoothly and is good at spacing on fast breaks. And late in the fourth quarter, he has the potential to bail out bad possessions by draining tough two-point jumpers. Getting rid of TJ Warren wasn't a smart move for the Suns, but at least they are bringing in another shooter in Johnson who can replace some of Warren's outside game. For a team that ranked 23rd in the NBA in three-point field goal percentage last season. And besides, there were no must-pick players in the 10 to 16 slot range of this draft. Players like PJ Washington and Romeo Langford could be better than Johnson in the NBA, but aren't necessarily guarantees themselves either. This can be said about most picks in the 2019 draft. And going back since 2008, there aren't many franchise-altering players in the 10 to 16 pick range. However, outside of players like Kawhi Leonard and Klay Thompson, you can definitely find long-term starters like Steven Adams or Marcus Morris in picks 10 to 16, which are really valuable chips to have for a deep playoff run. Despite Johnson's past knee and hip scares, his injury risk is nowhere near as bad as Michael Porter Jr. or perhaps even Bol Bol, given his 7'2" height. As noted, Johnson isn't the most athletic player and struggles going side to side and preventing drives into the paint, but given his length and high basketball IQ, he should be able to improve on defense a bit. Based on the Suns' relatively mediocre drafting and personnel decisions in the past, rookie GM James Jones and the Suns front office have taken some heat for the Johnson selection. But while trading the 6th pick for number 11 and 1 year of Dario Saric isn't all that exciting, it's unfair to write off Johnson's smooth and sweet shooting touch before even the summer league. And outside of the top 3 picks, there wasn't a solid consensus of the future value of picks 4 through 6 anyways, which is the key reason the Suns traded down in the first place, giving Johnson a chance to team up with Devin Booker in the desert.